Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to give you guys a heads up on some fantastic Steam game deals from our good friends over at instantgaming.com. They do support this channel. They've got great deals all the time, so let's go through some of them. We've got a couple of new releases. We've got some other games as well that I thought were worthwhile to mention. You know, some classics here for sure, as far as games that I've been consistently mentioning on this channel. But with that being said, let's start things off with Rematch, which has been getting a lot of attention on PC. It's available on Xbox Game Pass, so you can play the game that way. But man, oh man, I remember when I initially saw the trailer for Rematch, and it was the brand new game from Slow Clap, the developers of Absolver, and more recently, and really well received, was Sifu, and I saw they were doing Rematch, and I was like, man, I don't think this game is gonna pop off. I don't think this game is gonna do really well. Guys, I like to think that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to gaming. I've been around the block for a long time, but sometimes you just don't see some things coming, and man, I did not see Rematch coming. And I'm not a big soccer guy or anything like that, but part of me should have realized that a game like this, if done well, a more arcadey style soccer game, it would have popped off. Like, I have friends that are super into soccer, and, you know, a game like this was right up their alley, and I feel like a lot of people enjoyed it, and hey, more power to them, and the game is being received fairly well. Currently a mostly positive reception, 14,000 reviews, 78% positive, but you're talking about a game that, you know, hovering around 60, 80,000 concurrent players while being on Xbox Game Pass at the same time. Great job to Slow Clap. And again, sometimes, you know, I like to think I got my finger on the pulse, and it's hard with a game like this right when it's revealed to think that, hey, it's gonna pop off. I mean, I definitely had that feeling with a game like Helldivers 2, that I looked at Helldivers 2 and I was like, man, this game's gonna be huge. You know, that game ended up exceeding my expectations of it even then. But with Rematch, I was more of the kid, and maybe it's just me not being a huge sports guy, you know, not seeing it with this game, but you can't see everyone. We're not all batting 100, and hey, Slow Clap's an incredibly talented studio. I played Absolver when it came out. I played Sifu. You know, those games from a mechanic standpoint and style standpoint were a little bit more up my alley, but hey, a game like this, great to see it do well, and they're going to continue updating it, and they have found a real winner here with Rematch. I believe already sold 1 million copies, 2.5 million players when you account the Game Pass players. Just a huge success. And the game is just $21 on Instant Gaming. So if you want a Steam key, you don't want to play it on Game Pass. I know a lot of you guys are of that ilk where you don't want to play games on Game Pass or through a subscription service. Great price point on that for sure. Next up, another game that's been getting a lot of steam. This one, I think everybody saw coming. Dune Awakening is $46.61. Yes, not a sizable discount given that it's $49.99 on Steam, but hey, any kind of a discount for a game that's being received pretty well. I've got a lot of friends playing the game. Not really my cup of tea as far as the games I tend to gravitate towards all the time, but hey, as a survival game, it seems like a lot of people are really enjoying it. Very positive reception with 34,000 reviews, 83% positive. Open world survival crafting game. You got a lot to sink your teeth into with that, and 94,000 concurrent players has been well over 100,000 at times, so the game is doing quite well at this stage of the game. $46.61 on that. Also, another recent release, we have a Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow typically goes for $49.99, but it is available for $39.04 over at Instant Gaming. This is a RTS. Broken Arrow is a large-scale, real-time modern warfare tactics game that combines the complexity of joint forces wargaming with action-packed real-time tactics gameplay, and it is available at a discounted price over at Instant Gaming. Then Scum recently saw its 1.0 release as well, and that's been getting a little bit of attention. On top of that, it's been in early access for a long time. $45 on Steam, but guess what? It is $25.07 on that, so I would definitely recommend to go to Instant Gaming and pick it up on the cheap if you do have a vested interest in Scum, playing it now that it's at 1.0. Alright, next up, we got Lies of P, $24.19 on this. Lies of P did recently get the expansion and Overture come out as well. Kind of a bummer that Lies of P is so expensive, because if you want to get Lies of P and you want to get Overture, you're paying a premium mean, you're playing damn near close to $60, given that Overture is $30, and if you get Lies of P here, it's $24. $54, hey, second grade math, how about that? Lies of P was one of the action Souls-like games that I really enjoyed, and I always tell people, what sets apart the Souls-like games to me is ambiance, is the story, is the visual aesthetics, is the sound design. Mechanically and gameplay, obviously, those are the fundamental elements of a Souls-like that's going to draw most people in. I kind of enjoy them as action games, but I don't think too much about the depth and the gravitas of their mechanics and how they structure boss battles and things like that. Lies of P certainly was incredibly challenging, at least to me, who sucks at these kinds of games, but I really did enjoy the game from, again, an aesthetic standpoint, a setting standpoint. I vibe with the game a lot from that regard. $24 is pricey. I mean, I look at a game like RoboCop that is going south of $5 and came out 2 months after Lies of P, and Lies of P is still holding up at $24. Sometimes that's the reality with some of these games. They just hold up in price a little bit longer than others. It is what it is, but $24.19 on that. And then finally, the game that I think is going to end up winning Game of the Year this year, and I think is absolutely deserved. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is $33.68. How about that? 33 and change for Expedition 33. This game is tremendous. It is legitimately one of the best games I've played in the last decade. Really, it's one of the best games I've played of all time. It is an outstanding, outstanding RPG. It has done incredibly well. The turn-based mechanics with the parry system and the dodge mechanics and all that, I think they've gotten a real great modernization of the turn-based combat system. Not saying every turn-based combat system needs to follow this style. I feel like there's other ways to do a turn-based game, and a turn-based game that is total turn-based and has no real-time mechanics, I think can totally work. But Expedition 33 found its footing, did its own thing, and I think it worked out really well. I saw what Charlie Cox said about the game and how he didn't even realize going into doing the voice acting for the game that it was going to be as big as it was, and he's not a gamer, but you know what? You ended up playing the main character in the Game of the Year, so congratulations to him. But yeah, this game is outstanding, and I can't wait to see what Sandfall does in the future, whether it be DLC for this game, upcoming content. The world is their oyster at this point, pretty much, but outstanding game, $33, no-brainer for Expedition 33, and that is going to do it for me. Mainly wanted to highlight Rematch with all the success that game is having. If you do want to get that game at a bit of a discount, and quite a nice discount at that, they've also got the other editions on sale, so if you would rather get the Pro Edition, the Elite Edition, go check that out. Dune Awakening, Broken Arrow, Scum, Lies of P, Expedition 33, a lot of great stuff across the board, so check it out. Discounts on all of those. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Shout out to Instant Gaming for supporting the channel, and if you do buy anything, I get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.